Come on, buddy. Come on. We've not eaten since this morning. Oh, no.
So you're breaking your own through hiking rules.
Ravaged by storms.
If you love cute little lambs, then this next bit's for you. These little guys were so friendly, they all came running straight up to us. This fella was a little too friendly.
Like, feed me.
Hello. Don't eat my shoes, these are new. No, don't eat the shoes. Made lots of new sheepy friends today. Say hey guys. Hey guys. Another sheep back there. Someone's got their ass out over there.
I had to capture this weird gate that you kind of had to lift upwards to get out
I've
of.
made that way too much effort. All of the animals today. You're on camera. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. There we go. Don't know what this guy's like. Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Friendly? Not friendly. It's just not moving. It's like full on still. You're like pushing it against the horse. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's chewing your backpack now.
We eventually convinced the horse to move, and it let us through the gate.
How you doing? Katie wants food. Katie's tired. Katie wants bed and food. Not necessarily in that order. Where's that smile? The smile, I can see a smile. Got a massive road stretch at the moment, and we've not eaten since this morning, so we're getting desperate for some food. It's a good few miles before we hit any towns where we can eat. Katie's back there somewhere, bless her. Temperature's starting to drop again, so got the layers on, got the tights on. Loving these tights, by the way. And yeah, we're pushing on in the hope of making it for some food before the pub shuts. So we're stood on sections of the wall. Over there is Katie on the wall, and I'm stood here in Gary on the wall. Shit. Oh, no. Good morning, it is 6 AM, been up for an hour. Last night we had to stop a little earlier than planned. Ditch down here by this tree, not ideal but needs must and all that. Welcome to day 3 on the Hadrians Wall Path. We're a bit hungry from yesterday and yet in the morning, and couldn't find anywhere to eat in the evening. We just pitched up, wouldn't sleep. I'm hoping Choliford we're aiming for today. There's somewhere to get something to eat. That's Katie down there. She's woke up refreshed from yesterday. Fucked off and left me. Cheers. This could go wrong.
This was St Oswalds Church, the one I planned to sleep in. Outside is a ginormous cross that marks some kind of battle of Heavenfield.
We've just come up to St Oswalds Church, and we're gonna come up here and see if we could rest, maybe sleep last night, but we couldn't make it. And it was actually open, so we could have come up here. Found a bit more of Hadrians Wall along here. Weird thing about walking Hadrians Wall Path is every time you see a wall, you think, is that Hadrians Wall? Or is it just a wall? This one was in fact Hadrians Wall, as confirmed by the plaque. Here we are on Katie Cam. Stepping down the woodland tunnel. Katie's done her first wild camp last night. She loved it. Look how much quicker she's going and how refreshed she looks. We didn't get any of yesterday evening's Katie walking, did we?
No, because Katie was crying and Katie was sad.
But now Katie's smiling and Katie's happy.
And Katie was food.
Here at Chester's Roman Fort to get our next stamp. Apparently it's only open Wednesday to Sunday. And the gates are padlocked. How can I get my stamp? So I hopped the wall and went in and found a lovely lady who kindly stamped my book for me.
So you're breaking your own through hiking rules and all.
But we haven't eaten for 24 hours.
Is that your
This is 24 hours
excuse?
of food.
Is that the loophole?
That's the loophole. Like, can't get yourself some. Feeling nice and full after our all-you-can-eat buffet breakfast. Some of us ate all we could eat. Some people didn't eat much they could eat. And we're heading, not sure where we're heading yet. We're aiming for 10 miles and then we'll see where we're at. And we've got our first little bit of incline up this hill. Guys, we made it to Scotland. Woo! Katie? Have a glorious sunny day on Hadrians Wall. Hope you're all enjoying this weather as well. If you're not stuck in work. Lucky. Styles make great places for spread out your stuff and getting changed. Woo! I actually have lost Katie this time. I stopped back there to get changed and she went on ahead and she's not anywhere to be seen. Maybe she did say she'd had enough and didn't want to do it anymore. Maybe she's just got a taxi or something. Okay, I think I found Katie. How the fuck she got up there? But yeah, she's stunned on. There you go. Next section of Hadrian's Wall. Oh, and look who we've got.
My one.
Where you been? Coming at you from the wall. This is black carts. Just trying to read it off the sign down there. There's Katie. And we've marched all the way over those hills there. We found this little intact bit of wall. This is another section of the wall. Katie's just taking a rest on the wall. Looks like she's having a poo on the wall. This is for your YouTube, by the way. There she is, shaking it off. The wall in all its glory. Katie in all her glory. And what would have been a watchtower where people would have watched. Walking on the wall, walking on the wall.
Walk this way. Walk this way.
It's Katie walking the wall. And this is what we thought it would be like. All the way along. What fools are we? So Katie's demonstrating what we thought we'd be doing for most of this walk, is that we'd have big sections like this where we could actually walk on the wall. The reality is you're walking along the military road, which is like motorways most of the time. Go on. Now you can get to the beginning bit that said I walked on the wall. I hope I'm not trapped on this side. I hope I'm not trapped on this side now. We found a trig. Ta-da! Found a random trig up on Hadrians Wall. And back there we've got some park rangers maintaining the wall. Keep up the good work, guys. Oh, I thought you were going to walk through the valley bit. That pesky Roman soldier up there.
Not my ditch.
It's not your ditch, the wall's yours. Come through this cool little rocky valley bit. Not sure if this is wall or rock. Katie's just stopped for a bit of maintenance. This is the downside of wearing boots when hiking, especially these Solomon ones. I got my nice trail runners by Ultra. Haven't caused me any troubles yet. Interesting fact for you, this is where all of the UK's broccoli is grown. Broccolita. This is the Temple of Mithras, which apparently people came to worship stuff. You have to go through 7 grades of ordeals requiring mental and physical strength for real or threatened peril. And people would feast with the gods here. Katie, are you undergoing your trials of peril? I feel like Hadrian's Wall has been your trail of peril. Have you been to the altar gods? Come on, go on. Struggle is real. Katie's off to appease the gods.
Ooh, the gods have money.
Yes. Don't steal the money.
No. I think I can say that.
They have Roman symbols and stuff. We've got 6 miles left to reach the halfway point, and we've just got to a nice stretch of countryside finally with some views. Had to stop to take some painkillers because feet are killing. Try and block that pain out and push through for a bit. Just met a guy walking the opposite direction, and he's told us that our destination of Gillsland, there's a nice campsite there. There's a couple of good pubs with decent food. So hopefully that can spur us on, get a nice hot shower, then an actual campsite. Cheer that one up back there.
Life on the trail becomes pretty simple. The only things you have to think about is where you're going to eat, what you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep. When you start thinking about what you're going to eat, you talk about your favourite foods, different ways you can eat potatoes. all kinds of random stuff. On one hike, we ended up talking about what would be our last meal if we were in prison on death row.
3 miles to go. Trying to navigate a forest ravaged by storms. Everything's come down. It's just making it a bit tricky to get through. This is the aftermath of the storms. Having to clamber over all these trees that are down. Here she comes, our intrepid hero.
When you're hiking all day with someone, you can't constantly be jolly and happy. You have those moments, usually when you start off in the morning, but as the day gets longer, you get tired, conversation tends to dry up and you walk in silence sometimes.
Here with Katie, who's walking Hadrians Wall. Anything to say to the viewers, Katie?
It's a graft.
Here first.
This is one of the nicest sections of Hadrians Wall Path. You're going up and down some little inclines. There's a massive stretch of wall that you can just see winding off into the distance, and it's just, yeah, one of my favourite bits. By this point in the day, we were flagging a bit from lack of food, and we just got our heads down and marched on. We found our second trig on the route up here, and as the rule goes, if you don't touch the top, you haven't bagged it. The only downside to all these amazing views is we're in the middle of nowhere. There was no towns, no villages, which meant no food. We'd planned to stop and have meals at pubs and cafes, so we hadn't packed any real food, just a few snacks. All we had for our evening meal on the first day was a bag of peanut M&Ms between us. That wasn't even enough to refuel us from the first day's hiking, let alone give us any energy for the day that was coming ahead of us. If you've ever done a long distance hike or hiked for back-to-back days, you'll be familiar with a term called hiker hunger. Hiker hunger is like extreme hunger. You reach your most hungry point, and then you get even hungrier, and then your hungriness gets hungry. It's a sign that your body's used up every last bit of its energy, and you are literally running on empty. Your walking pace slows down. You feel exhausted or dizzy. Each step you take just uses up every little bit of energy you've got left.
Stunning intact sections of the wall on here. This is probably the best we've seen yet. Looks like there's some kind of fort right at the top of the hill.